What up, y'all? Have I got a special treat for you guys today? Yes, I know we're doing McDonald's again, and I haven't posted in like 10 days, so apologies. But I had to run it back at McDonald's, man. I mean, there's this really small-time YouTuber who goes by the name Ben Deen. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He really small, super small time, right? He has the nerve and the audacity to promote his own McDonald's meal. If he were to be chosen for McDonald's promotional meal, as if he's some celebrity, as if he has like 1 million subscribers. That's just straight up bogus. I'm just joking. Ben Deen is someone who I regularly watch and have been for a couple years now. You know, super chill dude. Anyways, we're gonna be channeling my inner Ben Deen today. We're gonna be having his McDonald's Ben Deen meal if he were to have his own promotion. Let's just get right into it. So what do we got? Well, he says he always gets some nugs, then 2 double cheeseburgers. Now he says, because he's in Korea, right? You know, things are a little bit different over there. He normally says he get 2 McDoubles because it's a little bit cheaper, more cost effective. And you know what? Up until this point, I had no idea what the difference was between a double cheeseburger and a McDouble. I always got the McDouble because it was on sale or it was on promotion, so they would do like buy one get one free. But apparently, if you guys didn't know, the difference between a double cheeseburger and a McDouble is just 1 slice of cheese. So a McDouble has 1 less slice of cheese. And a lot of times if the McDouble is on sale, right? Like I mentioned, that buy one get one free, you're paying a huge premium just for an extra slice of cheese. So just as a warning to you guys. And of course, some fries. Oh, because can you really be Ben Deen without fries? This is what he says he likes to do, how he likes to set it up. And I gotta say, I agree. Look, if there's any opportunity not to use plates or have to wash dishes, your boy's not gonna wash dishes. Anyways, what he does is he sets up one of the McDoubles or double cheeseburgers, excuse me, like this as a wrapper. This one's kind of messy. Let me see what the other one looks like. There we go. This one's a little bit cleaner. So look at that. 1 double cheese right here. The other hugging his little brother who's about to be eaten. Use the original bag to throw your trash in. Fantastic, Ben Deen. Absolute genius of his time. Then he throws some nugs on here. And then finally, the fries, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and did you guys forget about that handy dandy trash bag? No, you did not. Okay, either they made the wrapper smaller or... Oh, you know what? I forgot. Korea's portions are a lot smaller because, you know, everything's bigger in America. So his wrapper was able to fit everything nicely and still had room for sauces. And I forgot he got the large fries because that's the equivalent to what? America's small, maybe? America's medium. But it's all right. I can't complain for more food at a less cost, right? Go America. He says he likes to eat his meal barbecue, regular yellow mustard, but that's bogus, if you tell me. Dijon spicy brown mustard, any kind of enhanced mustard, in my opinion, will always be superior. Ketchup, and again, he likes mayonnaise, but we're gonna go for the fancy Japanese Kewpie mayo. So let's get that all set up right now. See, if I was a true Ben Deen connoisseur, I would have followed his meal exactly. I don't know what order the sauces go in, but you know, it's all right. It's all right. I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce. Now, I actually went back to watch his video, which I'll post it in the description below. But I know he loves some barbecue sauce, especially with, oh my God. He said he loves some barbecue sauce with his nugs. I can't agree, man. I can't agree to that. I'm not a fan of barbecue sauce anyways, to begin with. But if there's anything else, buffalo, any kind of... You know what? I love chicken nuggets with wing sauce. Like, if I can buy wing sauce, which they sell at the retail grocery stores, you know, like, not Wingstop. What's it called? Buffalo Wild Wings. You can buy the sauces, man. I love me some buffalo wing sauce or any other kind of wing sauce with my nugs. Man, that's the way to go. I mean, what is a chicken nugget other than a boneless wing? All right, there you have it, folks. You can't even see the other burger. Look, I'm hungry. The fries are already getting cold because the fan's on. It took me a while to set this up, rearrange the room a little bit. Let's just get right into it. Oh, how rude of me. Please. Cheers. Oh, man. I'm going to take a really small bite. You know, a classic Ben Deen bite. Okay? Very small. Ladies and gentlemen, how can you go wrong with McDonald's? Here you go, Ben Deen. Just for you, ketchup with some fries, all right? I don't believe, if anyone has ever told me, I haven't met a person yet, but if anyone has ever told me that they haven't tried McDonald's, I don't believe you. I don't care if you're a complete fob or you came from a foreign country. I still won't believe you because your country has some variation, some foreign McDonald's. All right. You may not have had American McDonald's, but I'm pretty sure you've had foreign McDonald's. Anyways, I hope you guys know I'm joking. That's a very ignorant way of thinking. But I will say this. If you're from America and you say you haven't had McDonald's, I don't believe you. And I know there's like a couple documentaries out there where they try to promote health. And they're like, oh yeah, you know, for a week or for a month, we're going to eat the most unhealthy and processed foods. And they're like, they'll drive up to McDonald's drive-thru and they're like, yeah, I've never had McDonald's. Dislike. All right, Ben Deen, this is for you, okay? You said you like barbecue sauce with your nugs. I disagree. You're straight bogus. Let's get right into it. It's all right. Barbecue sauce for me needs to be reserved for American BBQ. And even then, I wanted to just accent the meat. I hate pulled pork sandwiches or brisket sandwiches where literally all I can taste is barbecue sauce. I'm like, what's the point? The whole point is isn't it to celebrate the meat, right? Like, you want to taste the meat itself, right? The natural juices, the spice rub that went into it. I don't want to taste Sweet Baby Ray's on a $20, you know, rack of ribs. If I wanted to do that, I'll just pour this on a sponge and eat it. Okay, it's the same thing. For me, barbecue sauce needs to be like salt. Right? Too much salt ruins the meal. But salt brings out the natural flavor of that food, right? It accentuates it. And barbecue sauce is the exact same way. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do the Ben Deen flip. I know he says he likes to have his burgers upside down like this so that when he could just pick it up, it'll be in its upright form, which I can't blame him. I mean, it's kind of smart, but this is how I've always eaten it, where I place a burger on its, what do you call this? The butt? The butt of the burger. I just place it right on top. But that's just out of pure habit. I'm now starting to realize I sound like a true and total snob. By the way, full disclaimer, I don't care how you guys eat. When someone says something should be eaten in a certain way, and that's the only way, that's ignorance. Like, there are traditional ways to eat a certain food, right? Like, for example, in Korean culture. In Korean culture, in Korean cuisine, there is. So when you have Korean barbecue, right? I'm trying to pick an example that most of you guys can relate to, but Korean barbecue, you know how you grill the meat yourself and everything, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you know how they'll give you a whole bunch of banchan, side dishes, and they'll give you a whole bunch of lettuce, right? Like lettuce leaves or perilla leaves, sesame seed leaves. In Korean, it's called gendip. I forgot what its actual American name is, but it's vegetables. It's leaves, right? And if you're a foreigner or who has never eaten Korean barbecue, you look at that and you're just kind of like, why? Just give me the meat. Let me just eat, right? And maybe you'll eat some of the side dishes, but for you, the main attraction is meat. But what you guys may or may not have known is that in Korean barbecue, the whole point of those leaves is that you're supposed to assemble it kind of like your own wrap, right? For example, you take that lettuce leaf, put a little bit of rice, right? Not too much. Put 1 or 2 pieces of meat, kimchi, some of the samjang or some of the sauces that they provide. You wrap it all into a ball, and you're supposed to eat that in one bite. So you can't overstuff it. My wife can't do it. She can't. No matter how small she makes the lettuce wrap ball, she can't eat it in one bite. And let me tell you, man, there's Korean women out there who are super tiny, who can stuff, a fistful of that lettuce wrap right into their mouth. It's just a thing. Like no one is gonna. They might judge you secretly, right? Or maybe they will say something. I don't know. But if you eat that in 2 bites, yes, you will be looked down upon. I don't know if that's just a cultural thing or like if you eat it in multiple bites, it just falls apart and it gets messy, right? So the whole purpose is that you want to fit the whole thing in your mouth and eat it all in one bite. So yeah, maybe that's the traditional way of how you're supposed to eat Korean barbecue, but if you go out there, just enjoy yourself, eat it however you want. If you want nothing but the meat, dude, go ahead, eat nothing but the meat. So waste though. If you're doing all you can eat, you'll eat your money's worth. But if you're ordering like a regular Korean barbecue set, that's not a buffet or all you can eat, you'll be wasting your money because a lot of that cost is coming from the fact that you have all these side dishes that are unlimited, by the way. You can get as many side dishes as you want. And it's just kind of like, if I have to make a comparison, let me think about that. I'm trying to think of a comparison to that. Maybe not a good comparison, but maybe if you go to a backyard barbecue, and the reason I'm making this comparison is because it's kind of laid out the same way, right? You have all of your burger and hot dog toppings laid out in trays. You have burger buns, and you have the meat in one tray. By you going to a Korean barbecue place and only eating the meat, or not really assembling it into a way where you eat it in like a lettuce wrap, it's kind of the equivalent of you guys just going to me going to a backyard barbecue, getting all the burger toppings, laying them out into a plate as little single, side dishes, getting the bun, getting the burger and the cheese all separated, and literally eating each item one by one. Is the closest I can put it. So there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not really the intended way for you to eat that. So it's not the intended way to eat American backyard barbecue, or you're grilling hot dogs and burgers. And people might look at you weird, but no one's going to just outright tell you, no, you can't eat that way. I went off on a tangent, because that's one of my pet peeves where someone's like, oh, you're supposed to eat this way, And it's like, dude, don't push someone away for being excited to try something from your culture, right? embrace. Maybe let them know, like, hey, this is how it's typically eaten, right? Traditionally, or by people from my country. But if you want to eat it, I would go ahead. All right? Don't just shun them out. Let's welcome each other with big open arms. Big open arms. For round 2 of this burger, the glorious Ben Deen. By the way, I love the guy. I hope I don't want those Ben Deen stands to chase me off YouTube. This is just a parody. I love the guy. Please don't hurt me. He puts fries on his burger. An absolute genius of his time. I mean, you know what? In all honesty, though, Ben Deen, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, go ahead and create that burger restaurant. I think you mentioned it in one of your videos. I'll be your first customer. If you fly me out to Korea, I'll be your first customer. Ah, look at that. So beautiful. I didn't even show you guys the final product. How selfish of me. How disgraceful. You can't even see anything besides all these globules of cheese covering it, but let's get right into it. Delicious. Absolutely fantastic. You know, it makes me wonder though. I don't know what it is. I can't explain in words why something tastes different by eating it assembled together rather than separately, right? Or if I were to take a bite of this burger and eat fries afterwards, what's the difference? But oh, contraire. There is a difference. There is quite the difference. See, if you're anything like Ben Deen or I, true connoisseurs of the fast food world. Actually, I don't know. I really can't explain it though. You know, I'm not a huge sauce guy, I'll admit. And I'm starting to realize I put too much sauce. Which is a sin in the BenDeen playbook. Because in that same YouTube video where he features his own McDonald's meal, he talks about how you shouldn't have too much sauce or not enough sauce on your plate. It's got to be just right. Otherwise, if you don't finish all the sauce, you're wasting it. And if you don't have enough sauce, your hands are kind of messy anyways, and you have to fumble to get all the sauces and put it back. Which I agree with. I completely agree with. However, I lost this battle before he began because I put too much sauce. Oh, your boys are going to have to get serious here. Oh, we're going to mix some sauces here, guys. Look at this. Mayonnaise. Ketchup. Oh, my God. Homemade Thousand Island, everyone. Oh, we're not finished, though. Guys, we're going for that mustard. Let's get some of that mustard in there. We're going to leave that barbecue sauce alone because that's that's mid. The barbecue sauce can stand alone in its corner with no friends. Actually, that's kind of mean. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry, barbecue sauce. All right, we're going to have to start dipping this burger in here. You know, One of the things I don't like to do personally, if I do have an assortment of sauces, I like mixing sauces, right? But I like having it pre-mixed. I don't like having an assortment of sauces and then dipping in each one to where you'll see remnants of ketchup in the mayo or remnants of the mayo and the mustard. That kind of bothers me. Not enough to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to touch it. But if I'm going to mix sauces, it's got to be pre-mixed. And if you guys have watched my previous McDonald's video, or I think it was a Five Guys, it was one of the burger videos. I gotta tell you, you guys love watching people eat burgers. That's where most of my subscribers came from, was from that Five Guys mukbang. I don't know what it is. You know, for me, I'm not too into burgers. Like, I enjoy it. But if I could choose, it's not even in my top 5 of foods, like a burger. Which again, I just committed another Ben Deen travesty. I don't know if he's ever publicly mentioned it, but just like based on his demeanor and how he talks about food and how many Shake Shack videos he has, I could probably guess that burgers are probably his number 1 food, right? I think he's talked about opening a burger restaurant too, in Korea. Which I'm like, man, go for it, dude. He has such a huge following. I'm sure he'll be successful. But for me, I don't even think it breaks top 10. If we're going to include all the foods. And as far as American foods go, yeah, it would be top 10. But barbecue sauce, I won't leave you alone this time. Let's just go through all of it. I'm sorry. Oh, man, it bothers me. I hate seeing the sauces mixed up like this. And yeah, I keep doing it. Because what's more important to me is that I make Ben Deen proud. I don't know why I keep saying his full name too. Ben Deen. To the point that if I were to see him in person, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, Ben Deen? It's so weird. I wonder what name he likes to go by. Whether it's just Ben. If his full name is Benjamin. See, for me, so my name is Joseph. I think growing up, I always prefer to go by Joe. And it's a long story. I'm going to have to get into that another time. About why I prefer to go by Joe. But nowadays, I don't care. Just call me Joe or Joseph. I don't have a preference. Maybe not that I have a preference, but I just usually tell people to call me Joe anyways, because it's faster, quicker, easier. But I also don't like it in a professional standard, because my name, if I hear Go or even Flow or any of those where I kind of hear just the ending of that word, I think someone's calling my name, so I get confused. So in like the workplace, whatever, I just like, yeah, just call me Joseph. If you guys haven't already noticed, if I can stop spitting, if you guys haven't already noticed, I'm actually not making fun of Ben Deen or like doing a parody of this. I do it myself. So when I saw Ben Deen doing it and talking about it, I was like, man, that's me. He likes to save, for his last bite, he likes to save a little bit of each. So throughout the meal, he'll never like finish off his nuggets, finish off his fries or his burger. Like in the middle of the meal, he'll save a little bit of each until the very end. And I'm the same exact way. And that's how I've always been. We'll go in order. Let's just finish off these fries. Fantastic. The last nugget. And again, in honor of Ben Deen, I will just do only barbecue sauce. Disgusting. And And if you guys haven't already noticed, I'm wearing the backwards hat instead of my usual headband. Nothing wrong with the hat. I was actually going to wear it for some videos, but I sweat too much. And headband catches that. I can safely assume when you guys watch someone eat, you don't want to see them sweating all over the place. So that's why I opted for the headband. Last bite of that burger. And in true fashion of Mr. Benjamin Deen, we're going to swipe the sauces all the way across into a beautiful, sloppy amalgamation that won't taste like anything but sauce. Cheers. There you have it, folks. Anyways, if you stuck around, thanks for watching. You know, like and subscribe, blah, 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 yada, yada. Send this to Ben Deen too. Have him watch it. You know, us small YouTubers got to look out for each other, so. But yeah, next time, I think I'll go for some noodles or spaghetti. I think someone had commented. I ask regularly for suggestions of what you guys want to watch me eat. So, because again, a lot of this is for you guys. So, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.